going on, guys? This is Elite Killer and I am bringing you my newest 1.8.3 insane DPS build. Now with this build, it is a team build, it's not a solo build. As you can see from the stats, it's very squishy. However, the DPS and the firearms, the output of damage is really high. So we'll start off by going into the chest piece. So the chest piece is a Predator's Mark vest, rolled for firearms, enemy armor damage, health with ammo capacity. Then we're going to go for the mask, which is a Alpha Bridge mask, which is also rolled for firearms, crit chance, burn resistance. Knee pads, we're going firearms, the Alpha Bridge knee pads, crit damage, burn resistance, disrupt resistance, shock resistance. The backpack is a Ninja Bike backpack. If you don't know what that is, that backpack basically gives you it's like a wild card, so it gives you the extra talent. So if you've got, say, 3-piece alpha, which I have here, it will give you the 4th piece for free. So we're running this for firearms also, with crit damage and also ammo capacity. The gloves I'm running Predator's Mark, so I've got firearms, SMG damage, crit chance. And then the holster, we're having it obviously rolled max across all 3 stats with crit chance on. Now the mods I'm using, I am using crit chance performance mods, and on everything else I'm running firearms mods with crit chance plus the crit chance performance mods on everything. So everything is firearms, crit chance. Now in terms of the weapon, I'm running the house, which is base damage of 28.4k, which is really high. Even for 10k firearms, it's really high. That's going to be run with vicious, deadly, card counter, and the extra one for the Alpha Bridge is responsive. So if you haven't realised, so I'm running 3 Alpha Bridge, 2 Pred, and a Ninja Bike. So the 3 Alpha Bridge would give me generally give me 100% health regen and then 5% weapon damage. Now because I've got the Ninja Bike messenger bag, we have the 4th talent unlocked for us, which gives you an extra talent on your weapon. So the last 3 talent on your secondary is actually active on your primary. So that's really helpful for weapon damage. I'll put responsive on there, so if I'm in close quarter battle, it's going to up me by another 10% weapon damage. As you can see, I've already got 5% there, so that's an extra 15% on the build. Going on to the Predator, I've got 2 Pred, so it will be reload speed. However, with the Ninja Bike backpack, it gives me the set 3 bonus, which is another 8% SMG damage. So if you're looking, we already had 15, so now we've got 23% more damage on the house, which is already powerful as it is. That's not including the stack with card counter either, that's just base damage. So my secondary, I don't really have much on here. I just have dominance, because every kill while your signature skill is active. So sometimes I use a yellow on here, get a few kills, and it reduces all my other skills at the time. Adept, because why not, and responsive because I wanted that as my 4th talent. But if you don't want responsive, unforgiving is also really good, especially with this low stamina. So because you're going to be likely going to be below like 2 bars. So it is a good thing to have unforgiven instead. But I prefer responsive in my game style, the way I play. As for mods on the house, we've gone all crit damage. So crit damage, headshot damage, crit chance, crit damage, reload speed, stability, just to get that extra reload speed, because you notice we've already got 20%, so we're just going to put that up to 24%, 24.5% reload speed, so it reloads a lot quicker. And then stability, why not? You don't really need it for the house, but it is what it is. Extended mags, obviously you get the 66 rounds in the house, crit damage, and 5.6% rate of fire. I haven't seen any higher than that, so I think that's the max rate of fire with the crit damage and that magazine size. The scope, crit damage, crit chance, headshot damage. So if we go into now look at what we're running 10,000 firearms, 2,000 stamina, and 2,000 electronics, so nearly 3,000 each of those, which you're going to be saying is really squishy. It is really squishy. Weapon damage 25 28.3. Crit chance 52%. This is on my secondary weapon. So this is on the Navy MP5. And then 102% crit damage. So even on the MP5 I got 52% crit chance, which is still very good. Let's go on to the house, so you can see the stats for the house. So the house, 28.3% weapon damage, 57% crit chance, which is really high. That's without no pulse, and without all them pulse mods. 136% crit hit damage, which is maxed. Headshot damage, 62%, 2% stability, and then you've got the reload speed, 2.10 seconds for reload. Reload speed bonus 14.50%. All weapon damage bonus 5%. Assault weapon 8%. SMG 8%. But the SMG damage bonus is 20%. Damage to elite 0. Enemy armor damage 5%. Threat plus 41%. You can use a suppressor instead of a loud vent break, but I prefer to use the loud vent. Skill haste nothing. Survivability absolutely nothing as well. Now these are the stats for DZ. I will show you the stats at the end of the video for Last Stand, because this works really well in Last Stand. It really hits hard. But you've got to have a team. Ideally, some team running combat medic, stuff like that, so they can keep you healed, because you do take a lot of damage. So now we're going to go into the abilities. I'm running a damage pulse, which gives me 15% crit chance and 9% crit damage, and a booster shot. So it's not about the heal with the booster shot, it's about that extra damage. I will show you a picture at the end as well, also of the stats with booster. Or in fact, I can take you out there now actually and show you. I'll take you out there in a second, and then I'll run a green if I'm in a team. If I'm in a team, I'll run a yellow. I've been trying it solo today. It's not working the best solo, obviously, but so that's why I used the green, just to get that extra bit of health once I get killed. Talents: adrenaline, purely the fact of pred. Critical save, combat medic to help with your team play, and then on the move for the reduce incoming damage. And when I'm playing solo, I take off combat medic and I put on precision. So headshots pulse the player, so it gives you that extra pulse. So what we'll do now is we'll look at the stats. 28.4k damage on there. So let's go outside, and we can show you what it is.
Proximity coverage only.
So you've got 634 firearms, 634 DPS. Let's go for booster shot. 710 DPS, and it puts a 31.8k weapon damage, which is crazy. That with the pulse, you know, you won't see the stats actually come up with it, but with the pulse, you're looking, you know, that's over 60% crit chance, over 140% crit damage, and then plus the weapon damage from the booster shot. So guys, that is the newest build. Stay tuned for some gameplay. There'll be some straight after this, and I'll send you the pictures on at the end of this. There'll be pictures of the Last Stand to see what damage it's doing in Last Stand, because obviously it modifies the damage, and also I will put in some gameplay from Last Stand for you as well. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next video.